Hello students, welcome to computer class. Today we are going to read chapter number 2. The name of the chapter is Software and its Types. Let us start. What is a software? We all react differently according to the situation. Have you ever thought how it become possible? Let us understand this with the help of an example. What happens when your teacher asks a question and you know its answer? You simply raise your hand, isn't it? What prompts you to raise the hand? It is the brain that gives you instruction to react in this manner. Similarly, a computer gets all the instruction from the software to perform various tasks. Software is the soul of a computer without which it cannot exist. Now see, when a teacher asks a question in the class, if you know the answer, you quickly raise your hand, right? But what makes you raise the hand? Your brain decides that the questions, you know the answer of the question, right? So you should raise your hand to answer the question. It is the decision of your mind, it is the decision of your brain. So that way, same way, software makes the computer work. Software gives the instruction to computer to perform a task. So software is very important in a computer. Computer is a machine that does not possess any intelligence of its own. A computer without instruction is like car without driver. It requires a set of instruction given by a user to work on. These sets of instructions are called programs, which are written in computer languages. Now here, if there is no software in the computer, right, it will be like a car without driver, because if the driver is not driving, car will not run, right? So same way, to work on computer, software is very important. And what is software? Software is the collection of programs. And what are programs? Programs are the set of instructions. Set of instructions makes program, and program, the collection of program, makes software. Set of instructions make a program, set of program makes a software, and all these programs and software is written in computer language. Software is collection of programs that are stored and run on computer hardware and help user to work on computer. Software is that part of computer which cannot be touched or seen. Now software is a collection of programs that we run on computer hardware so that we can work on computer. And also software is that part of computer which we cannot touch, right? For example, in your mobile, all the applications of the all the apps are the softwares, right? And also there is a software in your mobile, that's why you are able to work on your mobile. Now next, software is of two types: system software and application software. Now there are two types of software: system software and application software. Now system software has three categories. First is operating system, utility software, and language processor. Application software has two categories: general purpose application software, specific purpose application software. Now first we will learn about system software. System software is defined as a collection of programs. Now system software is collection of programs that controls the overall operation and internal working of the computer system. Now system software controls the overall operation and internal working of the computer system. It reads data from the input devices and transfers the processed information to the output devices. System software is of three main types. First is operating system, second is language processor, and third is utility software. Now let us read about it. First is operating system. Operating system is needed to operate a computer. Without operating system, we cannot work on computer. An operating system controls the overall activity of the computer. It acts as a link between the user and the hardware and enable them to work together. Now, operating system is a link between a user and a computer. If there is no operating system, we cannot work on computer, and also computer cannot work, and also computer cannot give us the result, right? So we can understand it with a real life example. Now listen carefully. An operating system works like the principal of your school. As the principal has various responsibilities to manage the school, like supervising students, teachers, and workers, maintaining discipline, setting the examination schedule, timetable, circular, attending parents and visitors, and so on. In the same manner, an operating system performs various functions to manage the working of computer, right? Imagine what will happen if there is no principal in the school. Everything will be mismanaged, right? Similarly, if the operating system of the computer is not working properly, then you cannot work on computer. So, Linux, Unix, Mac operating system, Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 8 are the examples of some popular operating systems. Next, functions of operating system. Now we will learn about main functions of an operating system. First is device management, input, output. An operating system controls the working of all input and output devices. Now input devices are keyboard, mouse. Output devices are monitor, printer. It means operating system manages all these devices: keyboard, mouse, monitor, printer. Without operating system, these devices cannot work. Next is memory management. An operating system assigns memory to various programs whenever required. It also frees the memory when it is not in use. Now see here. When we work on computer, we save our file on computer, right? Operating system gives some memory to that file. When we delete that program, when we delete that file, the operating system frees that memory from that file, right? So this is the work of operating system. It manages the memory of the computer. Now next is runs software. An operating system runs the application software like TuxPaint, LibreOffice Writer, LibreOffice Impress. So for example, in our mobile we use many apps, right? Same way we use some softwares on our computer, right? So to manage these softwares, to run these softwares, we need operating system in our computer. Operating system runs all these application software. Next is processor management. Now processor is where the processing of the input occurs, right? So an operating system manages the working of processor by allotting various jobs to it. Now operating system gives the different jobs to processors, right? So operating system is also very important in processing of the input. Next is file management. An operating system keeps track of information regarding creation, deletion, transfer, copy, storage of files in an organized way. Now, operating system also takes care of creation of a file, deletion, transfer from one space to another space, copying the file, storage of the file. All these operations are managed by an operating system. Next is security. Operating system also provides security by means of passwords to prevent misuse of a computer. Now here operating system also provides us the security by the means of password. We can maintain a password for a file or a software for the security of that file or a software, and this is also done by an operating system. Next is language processor. Each software is created by writing programs in computer languages. Some of the popular computer languages are Java, C, C++. As we know that a computer can understand only the machine language. Computer can understand only the machine language, which comprises zeros and ones, which is written in zeros and ones. Therefore, programs written in these languages cannot be recognized by a computer. So, the programs which are written in zeros and ones, that is understandable by the computer, but the programs which are written in Java, C, C++, that is a English kind of language, right? So it is not understandable by the computer. So here a language processor plays a vital role in translating the programming language into machine language. So language processor is very important in a computer. How? Whatever we giving the instruction to a computer, that is in English language, right? Computer, the language processor change that instruction into zeros and ones so that computer can understand the problem. Computer works on zeros and ones, processing of zeros and one, and the answer also changes into zeros and ones, machine language to programming language, which is understandable by the user. So the translation of programming language into machine language so that computer can understand, and translation of machine language to programming language so that we can understand the result, that is done by language processor. So language processor is also very important in a computer. Next is utility software. Now what is utility software? Utilities program performs specific tasks usually related to managing a computer. Now in a computer there are so many softwares and there are so many hardwares, right? So to perform some specific tasks in a computer, to manage computer, are done by utility softwares. These are basically external software which we can download from the computer internet, from internet free of cost, and also we can buy from a licensed computer store. It devices or manages programs. These programs assist in the smooth functioning of the computer system and help it perform better. Some utilities help you to avoid virus. For example, antivirus is also a utility software. To take backup of the data, to recover the data that has been accidentally erased, and so on. These includes antivirus, backup, disk repair management, security, and network programs. You can buy various utility programs from licensed computer stores. Some utility programs are also available free of cost on the internet. So, the smooth functioning of the computer is done by utility software. Next is antivirus utility. Now, antivirus utility is a utility software. They provide protection to your computer against virus attacks. They include tools to recover lost files and protect your machine against system failure. Examples: Avast, AVG, Bitdefender, etc. Now, antivirus utility softwares are the softwares which protect our computers from virus attack, and also it recovers the lost files. If your file is lost in your computer, you can recover it with the help of antivirus. Next is backup. This is a process of recovering data in case of damage or accidental loss. Occasionally, a hard disk may fail, resulting in the loss of all the files stored in. Hence, an intelligent user keeps his file on backup storage device so that original files cannot be restored at the time of such failure. Now next is example CD flash drive. Now CD, pen drive, all these devices we can use to save, to take a backup of our files on computer, because anytime hard disk problem can be there, right? Hard disk may be fail, which can result in loss of all the files stored in the computer. So every time we are saving a file in our computer, we should also save it in our pen drive or CD, so that if there is any problem in our computer, we can use that file from the pen drive or CD. Next is compression. It is a process that shrinks files so that less disk is occupied. The files that are bigger in size need to be compressed while sending as an email attachment. These files cannot be read directly and must be decompressed to their actual form before use. Now here there is a compression software, that is also a utility software. Example of utility software: sometimes the size of the file is very big. If the size of the file is very big, we cannot send it with the email attachment, right? So in that case, we have to compress that file, we have to shrink that file so that we can send it through email. So that we can do with the help of compression software, which is an example of utility software. But after receiving the compressed file, we have to decompress it to read it, otherwise we cannot read it directly. Examples are bzip2, gzip, zip, winzip, etc. Now next is application software. Now application softwares are the programs which are which are programmed to perform a specific task. For example, there can be an application software which will only do the calculations. Then we can have an application software which can only arrange the data in an organized manner, right? And also means we have to download different software for calculation and different software for arranging data in an organized manner. So like this, creating images and designing professional documents and logos, for all these purposes there are different application softwares. Now application softwares have two categories. Now first is general purpose application software. Now general purpose application software are the software which fulfill our journal needs, which fulfill our day to day life needs. For example, first is word processing software. Now what is word processing software? As you can see this picture of the book, it is created in a word processing software. Means you type some text and you can add some text, you can delete some text, and you can arrange the text in a particular manner. In this software you can type a text and beautify it. As you can see here, the heading is in red color, the subheading is in green color, and examples are in black color. We have also added a picture, we can also edit this box. So this way you can beautify your document. All these things you can do in a word processing software. Now here they have given some examples of word processing software. These are LibreOffice Writer, Microsoft Word, WordPad, OpenOffice Writer. These are the examples of word processing software. Next is electronic spreadsheet. Now electronic spreadsheet is used to perform calculations. In this software we display the data in the form of chart so that easily we can understand what is happening with the data. Means it is increasing or decreasing, what is increasing, what is decreasing, right? So basically it is used in most of the business industries. Financial accounting, cost analysis, interest calculation, all these calculation you can do in electronic spreadsheet. Here are some examples. VisiCalc was first computer spreadsheet program. Now there are many more electronic spreadsheet softwares: LibreOffice Calc, Microsoft Excel, Lotus 123, OpenOffice Calc. So all these electronic spreadsheet examples are the softwares which we can use for calculation and displaying our data in the form of charts so that we can analysis in better way. Next is database management system, DBMS. Now these softwares are used to manage huge amount of data, as our computer has huge amount of data which is saved on the computer, right? So to manage all that data we use DBMS, database management system. And also with this software you can easily create, add, find, update, sort the data, search the data, print the data, retrieve the information, right? So all these operations we can do in this database management system. Examples of DBMS software are LibreOffice Base, Microsoft Access, OpenOffice Base, Oracle, etc. Next is presentation software. Now this software is used to present an idea or concept in lively manner. Means in this software you can make the slides with pictures and text on an idea or on a topic, and you can present that idea on a big screen with the help of projector to teach a topic or to make people understand about a concept. You can also add charts, animation, video clips in your presentation. There are some examples of presentation software: LibreOffice Impress, Microsoft PowerPoint, OpenOffice, Impress, Adobe Flash. So these are the presentation software. Next is desktop publishing software. Now desktop publishing software are the software which is used to print newsletters, printed forms, advertisements, posters, magazines, brochures, etc. Example of desktop publishing software are CorelDRAW, Adobe InDesign, Scribus. Next is graphic software. Now graphic softwares are used to create images, charts, graphics, photographs, logos, cartoons, and much more. Example of these software are Tux Paint, MS Paint, Photoshop, AutoCAD, Dreamweaver, etc. Next is multimedia software. Now multimedia software is used to create videos, animation, sound, graphics, text with high degree of interaction. So you can watch it also and interact with all these animation also. Examples are gaming software, on which you can interact with the cartoons in the games. Windows Media Player, Windows Movie Player, in which you play the movie. OpenShot Video Editor, in which you can edit your videos. Next is special purpose application software which are designed to meet the specific need of any user are called specific purpose application software. Now sometimes we need a software for a special purpose, for a specific purpose. For that we can buy the special purpose application software. Examples of these software are Tally, which is used to do calculations, Busy, etc. Such software are also known as customized software. Some of the customized software are as follows: reservation system, billing system, payroll system. Now all these softwares have different features for different companies. If we want to have a billing system for our company, so we can tell the programmer to create a billing system with a list of specific features. So these all softwares are customized. You can have the changes in your softwares, like special purpose application software in special purpose application software. Now this is all about this chapter. So after watching this video, read the chapter again. Thank you. Have a nice day and keep learning.